a romantic first night story. The wedding was over. The last of the guests had left, leaving behind the echo of laughter and clinking glasses. The scent of fresh roses still lingered in the air, and soft fairy lights flickered across the walls of the honeymoon suite like distant stars. Arif stood by the window, still in his cream sherwani, gazing out at the moonlight washing over the quiet lawn below. His heart pounded, not with nerves but with something deeper. Anticipation, wonder, love. Behind him, Mira stood silently by the door. Her red lehenga shimmered under the soft golden lights. She was nervous too, but not afraid. Her fingers fidgeted with the glass bangles on her wrist as her eyes slowly found Arif's reflection in the mirror. He turned slowly. Their eyes met. For a moment, neither of them moved. It was as if time stood still to give them a moment to breathe each other in. "You look," Arif whispered, stepping closer, "like every dream I ever had all at once." Mira smiled softly, her eyes glistening. "And you look like the answer to all my prayers." There was something about the way he reached for her hand. Gentle. No rush. Just warmth. As if he knew this night wasn't just about closeness, but about something sacred. The beginning of forever. He helped her sit on the bed, carefully lifting her heavy dupatta and setting it aside. His fingers brushed against her bare shoulder and she closed her eyes, feeling her breath catch. "You're cold," he whispered, noticing the goosebumps on her skin. "No," she replied, eyes half closed. "Just overwhelmed." He sat beside her, brushing a strand of hair behind her ear. "We don't have to rush anything. Tonight is ours. All of it." She turned toward him, their faces just inches apart. The warmth of his breath tickled her skin. She placed a hand on his chest, feeling the steady rhythm of his heartbeat. "I want to remember this night," she said. "Not just as our first, but as something we created together. Not out of duty, but desire." Arif leaned in, his lips barely brushing hers. And that kiss, slow, uncertain yet filled with fire, melted everything else away. No more nervous giggles. No more ceremonial stiffness. Just Arif and Mira, two hearts undressing before each other, layer by emotional layer. He pressed his forehead against hers. "Can I?" She nodded slowly. That night they explored each other gently. Not just bodies but stories. Her laugh when he fumbled with a bangle. The way his hands trembled when he touched the curve of her back. The whisper of her name when she traced the scar on his shoulder. They didn't speak much. They didn't need to. The silk sheets tangled around them like vines. Her dupatta slipped to the floor, unnoticed. His sherwani buttons slowly disappeared one by one. Skin met skin, but more than that, soul met soul. Later, as they lay under the same blanket, hearts still racing, Arif held her hand. "The moon saw everything," Mira murmured. "No," he smiled, brushing her hair. "The moon looked away and gave us this night." And somewhere between longing and love, between shadows and whispers, they fell asleep, not as strangers, not as newlyweds, but as one.